The narrative that we're so often given as men is at the very least confusing, and then I think sometimes steers us the wrong direction. For those who haven't had much of an emotional education in either their family or their friend group or in their educational setting, they often undertake the message that men are supposed to be stoic, meaning that emotions are to be dealt with cognitively. And I think that that is actually really helpful for a lot of men for a long time. I think it helps them operate in society when they're young, because it takes a lot of finesse to figure out what kind of vulnerability works for a young man. But oftentimes there then comes a time when it's like, okay, this worked until now it's not working anymore. And as men mature, other things start to become important, right? They want to attract other men who are also open and vulnerable, and they want to connect more intimately to the men in their life. They want to connect to their romantic partners, whether it's a man or a woman. They want to connect to their parents who are aging if they're still around. There are so many things that you can't get out of life when you're still taking that sort of like quote unquote stoic or cognitive approach to life. An important approach, but can't be holistic, right? So yeah, the work with me ends up looking like, okay, what do we need to start bringing into these conversations? What kinds of conversations and feelings are we avoiding in a conversation? And what do we need to bring there in order to connect more deeply to other people? And then also in conversation with yourself, because ultimately we are in conversation with ourselves all day, every day. Oftentimes we don't quite realize that, but that conversation has a tone to it. There's a degree of intimacy or compassion or lack thereof in that conversation. And that really determines how we feel from moment to moment, and then how we connect with other people. So being vulnerable with other people really involves kind of opening up about that experience, and then being vulnerable with ourselves involves kind of opening up and accepting to whatever experiences are coming in. And I think that that work is so important.